Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Please, like the video and share your thoughts. In the comments, your feedback helps. Make the content better. You never forget a line like that, no matter how hard you try. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It wasn't the words that destroyed me. It was the smirk. I remember the moment my world shattered, fragile as glass. It was 2:17 a.m. We had just returned from the airport after my wife, Emily, came back from a girls' weekend in Las Vegas. She tossed her suitcase onto the floor, kicked off her heels, and collapsed onto the couch, exuding the smug exhaustion of someone who'd indulged in too much fun. Long trip? I asked quietly, forcing my voice to stay calm. She stretched, eyes half-lidded. "Mom, you know how it is," she said, a lazy smile curling her lips. "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." It was a line everyone joked about. Couples laughed at it, but she didn't laugh. She smirked, a slow, triumphant curl at the corner of her mouth, a smirk I had only seen once before, when she thought she had outwitted someone. My stomach twisted. "Really?" I whispered. "You mean James?" Her eyes snapped open. Color drained from her face. The room fell into stillness, and in that silence, I heard everything. 3 days earlier, James, my best friend, or at least a man I had once trusted, had accidentally sent me a photo meant for someone else. A blurry hotel carpet, a woman's leg, a hand on her thigh. Not enough to know names, but enough to see the timestamp. That same night, Emily had claimed she was too tired to go anywhere. Stayed in her hotel room. He deleted it immediately, but I had already saved the screenshot. And then, on her laptop, I found a reservation confirmation she had deleted, but that could still be recovered. 2 names, 2 plane tickets, 1 hotel room. I didn't confront her then. I wanted the truth to come from her, not my assumptions. But she came home with that smirk, and that told me everything. Standing in the dim glow of the living room lamp, I saw a panic flicker across her face. "Who?" she stammered. "Don't lie to me," I said. Each word felt heavy, like dragging something impossible. James, the man she told me not to worry about, the one conveniently in Vegas during her trip. She sat up sharply. "It wasn't Marcus. You're jumping to conclusions." "Then tell me," I whispered. "Tell me I'm wrong." Her lips parted, but no sound came. Her silence cut deeper than any confession could. "What happened?" My voice broke. "Just tell me what happened." She looked away, blinking rapidly. "Nothing serious," she said finally. "It was a mistake." "A mistake," I repeated. "You smirked when you said that line. You were proud. That wasn't guilt." Her chin trembled. "I wasn't proud. I was trying not to cry. I didn't know how to tell you." I studied her. Her voice sounded sincere. Her eyes were wet. "But that smirk, that damn smirk. Did you sleep with him?" I asked. She held her breath for 3 seconds, long enough to make my chest ache. "Yes," she whispered. My knees gave out. I sank into a chair across from her, hands shaking. "How long?" I forced out. "Just this weekend," she said. "It just happened." "Marcus," I began sharply. "Don't blame the alcohol or him. You chose this." Emily buried her face in her hands. I know I did. I was stupid, selfish, angry at you." "Angry at me?" I laughed, and it didn't sound like me. "For what? For working so much? For being distant? For making me feel unwanted?" She sobbed. "I was lonely and he was there." Her words hit harder than her confession. "Emily," I said slowly, "you could have talked to me." "I know," she whispered, voice breaking. "I should have." "But you didn't," I said. "You went to Vegas and cheated on me with my best friend." The weight of it filled the room like a corpse. Something inside me snapped, not with anger, but with a raw, painful understanding. "If it ended there," I said quietly, "maybe we could have tried to fix it. But that smirk, that told me you didn't regret it." Her head jerked up. "Marcus, no." "That smirk," I repeated, "that wasn't fear. That wasn't shame. That was satisfaction." She shook her head. "No, I was terrified. You knew. That's why I smiled. I do that when I'm nervous. Then why lie about the trip? Why hide the reservation? Why delete everything? She froze. That, too, was an answer. Emily, I said, was this the first time? Her eyes widened. She didn't respond. Was this the first time? A long silence. Then no. The air left my chest, replaced by cold numbness. How long? I whispered. A month, she admitted. It wasn't supposed to mean anything. Just happened, and I didn't know how to end it. My heart shattered in ways I didn't know were possible, not with anger, not with violence, but in stunned disbelief. You didn't know how to end it, I repeated. So you went on a trip with him. She sobbed. Marcus, please don't leave me. I'll fix it. I'll cut him off. I'll go to therapy. I'll do anything. I stood slowly, feeling older than I ever had. You already broke everything, I said softly, and you smirked while doing it. She grabbed my arm desperately. Please don't go. I love you. I love you so much. I pulled away gently. You love the comfort, I said. Not me. I walked to the bedroom, packed a small bag, and headed for the front door. She followed, sobbing, clinging to my shirt as if that could rewrite the past. Marcus, don't do this, she cried. You're my husband, my everything. I opened the door and stepped into the cool night. Before closing it, I turned back. You said, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I said quietly, but betrayal never stays where you leave it. The door clicked shut, her cries muffled behind the wood. I walked away, not because I wanted to, but because loving her was no longer enough to save me from the pain she caused.